Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on When No One Sees Us, a Spanish murder mystery show that bounces between English and Spanish. And I don't know. I don't know that I believe the leads. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 16, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. The two female leads are solving the mystery. And this is a Max original series. It takes place in Spain. There's a lot of Spanish culture stuff. Most of it, I think, is in Spanish. It's hard to tell. But, yeah, I'm just not buying the two leads. They just seem like March 7th. They seem a little too frail for this line of work. They don't look, I don't believe them as, I think they're military police. I know Spain has a different system. A lot of times in other countries, the military is the police. Just not really being sold on these two as the detectives. I'm not even sure if they are the detectives. They seem to be bossing around a lot of men. But I don't get the sense they're in charge of anything. It just seems like they look pissed off. It feels like they wrote this for two male leads, and then they just inserted two actresses in their place, and now they're trying to act like men, but it's just not coming off. Like, I don't find this the least bit intimidating. Like when they, you know how like on cop shows the cops look jaded, or they look a suspect up and down, give them like a suspicious look. Like, it feels like they're trying to do that, and they just come off as pissed off women. Like, I just want to say, I'm sorry, ladies, is there a problem? It doesn't feel like they're in charge of anything. Now, maybe that's part of the story, but you could play into that. You could lean into that hard and make it, about two women trying to solve a mystery in a man's world or whatever. But I'm not feeling that's the story either. I feel like the producers set these two leads up to be that to the audience to accept them as the detectives in this very important murder case. And we're just supposed to accept that, but it feels like the actresses are not given enough to make it believable. I'm just not believing it. This is a tough thing to do and cast. And this is part of the problem, I think, in Hollywood in general, right? They're trying to cultivate this idea of girl bosses. Wow, the ladies can do it just as much as the men. In fact, they're better at it, and here's a bunch of shows that prove why. And you can make a female lead work, even in a job that's more aggressive and more male-centric. But in the past, when they did that, there would be kind of an acknowledgement that either the character was maybe, for instance, in Fargo, if you've ever watched Fargo, right? The original movie. Forget the actress's name, but, she's the sheriff, and she's pregnant. So she's very much a woman, but she's also very much the sheriff. And there's a little levity in Fargo, I'm not saying that, but there's also some very serious moments. But it works because You don't feel like the lead character was written for a man and they just swapped in a woman. It feels like it was written for a woman because she's pregnant and because she does and says certain things that are distinctively female. These two women don't do anything like that. So I feel like they could be they're acting like men, or they could be. I mean, it needs something. It needs something female to sell me on that they're, using their female talents as well. Because men and women have slightly different talents. So, there could be a scene, for instance, where one of the female detectives comforts a victim, right? That would be something that men can do, but women tend to be better at. And maybe it's a child who survives some terrible ordeal, and because of that, the child trusts the woman more so than, say, a male detective, and then gives her some information. Like that kind of thing. So, and I'm not really understanding the title, When No One Sees Us. Is that a reference to the victims or the two women detectives? I also don't I'm not super familiar with the law enforcement system of Spain, so it might have been nice to have a character who's a fish out of water who might have to stumble through it a little bit so I could learn that. And that's typically why you want to put a character who's a fish out of water in a movie like this, so you can explain the stuff that, somebody who's already worked in Spanish law enforcement for years doesn't need to explain that to a colleague. They both already know it. But a new person, an American who comes to help on the case or something, well, they would have some questions. Not all, but some. And you could make that distinction. Instead you're just kind of drop me in here. And I'm feeling like the fish out of water. I'm trying to read subtitles. I'm trying to get into the movie. But it's like, you're not helping me, movie. Help me, movie. Help me enjoy you, movie. Well, it's not a movie, it's a TV show, but can't really get into it between reading the subtitles and feeling like the two main characters don't even want to be there. So, how to not win over friends and influence people could be the name of this trailer. There was a time when you could present shocking murders on television and people go, "Oh man, what's that all about? Shocking murders." This is on Max. I think it's to an American audience. It doesn't seem all that shocking, and quite frankly, they kind of don't put the cool shot of a guy. They find his body in like a water tower storage thing on top of a building. They kind of leave that shot to the end. Now, there's a couple shots in the morgue. They're not quite as scary or as shocking. You expect to see bodies in a morgue. So the trailer, it's supposed to set up a TV show and get me excited to watch it. So if it's a mystery, and I think it is, then I kind of need to get the sense of what the mystery is and why this is a little more important than, I don't know, just a drug deal gone bad or something. Why they might be on the case, and then there might be factions who say, "Oh, don't dig any deeper," that kind of thing. That's usually like what you want in a thriller or a mystery. Some kind of roadblock. Not really seeing that here. I'm just seeing a lot of, people walking around looking grim. I mean, there's this scene, but I don't know what it means. It's completely out of context. You know, they're saying stuff, but you got to show me things. Show me these two guys. I have no idea who they are. They don't explain it. Two guys in sunglasses standing outside looking bored. What the hell kind of shot is this? Am I supposed to learn something for this? Are they their bosses, their colleagues who don't like them? Who are they? So, would I watch this? If you told me it was a Spanish mystery TV series about a series of gruesome murders, my initial reaction would be yes. But after seeing this trailer, no, I wouldn't see this. Trailer really hurt it. Here's the write-up on the IMDb. Set in Morón, looks like moron, Morón de la Frontera, follows Lucia Gutierrez, a sergeant in the Spanish Civil Guard who investigates weird incidents at the first Holy Week float processions, as well as the inexplicable self-deletion of a neighbor there. Okay. Even that description doesn't sound super exciting. Sounds kind of perfunctory. Yeah. So I have Max. I could watch this. Here's another write-up. Two women are united by an investigation that will unravel the darkest secrets. Well, that's a little better. The darkest secrets of what? Guess you'll have to tune in, watch the amazing trailer, and then it'll draw you in. Well, it's not drawing me in, Warner Brothers, so March 7th if you want to see it on Max. I could watch this for free, but I have like little or no desire. What the hell is all this? Wow. Now, you've got a short one sentence description of the series, and here's the description about Max. Max is the culture-defining entertainment service for every mood, with a variety of genres that include your favorite series and movies from iconic brands and treasured franchises. It delivers irresistible stories every time. I don't think it does. From reuniting with lifelong favorites to uncovering new ones you haven't discovered yet, there's something for every moment, every feeling, every you. So you've got more in here about the platform than the show you're trying to promote in this particular video. That doesn't seem like a good idea to put in this. It's all here. There's more. There's all here. Iconic series, award-winning movies, fresh originals, and family favorites featuring the worlds of Harry Potter, the DC Universe, and HBO. Discover the best entertainment for every mood. Cut down that and give me more on this TV series. And look, for a TV series, you should have a longer description because a movie is one story. A TV show usually is multiple stories. Now, it's not going to be like this is a mystery sort of murder series, so it's probably going to be all one big murder mystery, but you know, it's going to be essentially, I don't know how many episodes this is. Let's say it's 10. At minimum, it's going to be 5 hours of footage, probably closer to 10. So you're essentially selling me a 10-hour movie. There's going to be a lot of stuff in this. So you can give me a description that reflects the amount of material you're trying to sell me. Now, I'm not against short and punchy, but this isn't short and punchy. This is meant to be some sort of complicated intrigue. Like, at least give me a hint where this is going, like in terms of why I should watch it. You know, I don't know how the Spanish Civil Guard works. I have no idea. So I guess you're relying on me to go do my own research. I'm not that excited about the trailer. I'm not going to do that. You got to put things on your platform in a way that you have to assume people don't know things. I'm an American. I don't live in Spain. I don't understand the law enforcement there. And I'm not doing a research to watch your TV show. I'm just not. Now, maybe if I hear it's great, oh my God, you got to watch this thing. Maybe I'd go back and watch it, but you're not making it easy, is my point. You're trying to sell me more on the platform than the show. I already got the platform. I got it with my phone. I barely watch it. Gee, I wonder why. You're giving away the platform with phones. You don't need to sell me on the platform. The only reason I'd be watching the trailer is probably because I have the platform and I want to see the show. Now, it's possible I could stumble upon the trailer on YouTube just because I'm looking for something to watch or I heard about it, but, you know, describe to me my 10-hour investment, please, or I'm not going to make that investment. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan. I know, I sound a little angry there. Sorry. I am off to the Super Bowl party today. Go Eagles. We will be back with more videos. If you wanted to see the live stream, it happened last night on Saturday, so you can watch the whole thing. Already recorded. We'll be back next Sunday at regular time at 7. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.